Hello and welcome to another episode of Duos in Destiny, where two individuals sit across from the room from each other and just hope that maybe their toes might touch underneath the table, and you're never going to find out, as we're playing Dungeons and Dragons in the form of a Spelljammer campaign that I truly do homebrew in my own head, while I sit there and think and talk to myself, and hopefully find Brandon's toes underneath the table. I'd like to give a very special shout out to two people without toes. One of them being Jason Mordell of In the Vast Forest on Spotify and Bandcamp. All the sounds that you hear in the background are made from him. Fun fact, he plays the keyboard, but not with his toes, it's with his fingers. So he doesn't even need toes. Um, and then the other person I'd like to give a very special shout out to is In the Vast Forest. Or sorry, no, not In the Vast Forest. That's who I just said on Spotify and Bandcamp. Roll for Sketching on Instagram. She does all of our custom character artwork. Fun fact, she draws those with her feet, but she doesn't have toes, so it's pretty impressive. You'll have to go to the Instagram and see the time lapse to see really how impressive it is that she is able to draw such incredible artwork for us, be that from our banner to our avatars and the character art themselves. So be sure to commission her because no other artist is going to draw it just strictly alone with her feet. It is just straight no toes. But aside from that, check out Roll for Sketching on Instagram and reach out to her and let her know that she is getting sent to. Sorry, no, that you are getting sent by us here at Duos and Destiny. Without further ado, I'm passing it over to Brandon.
Hey everyone, I'm going to tame it down a little bit and not talk about other people's toes. As my name is Brandon, and welcome back to episode number 62 on Commander's Log. My toes are well protected.
What is this?
They are sheathed in between. That's my sweater. As he reaches for my toes, he finds none because I have protected my toes as I sucked them back into my legs. But thank you and welcome back to episode number 62. We're so honored to have you here and for joining us for 62 full episodes.
6-2.
How cool is that? If you need to find us on any of our socials, if you look down in the description, you will find our Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify. If you feel so inclined and you like what we do here over at Duos and Destiny, you would like to support our show, you can click on our Patreon link and go check out those options over there and see if any of them fit your fancy. Without further ado, I'm really just going to get right to it because I'm pretty excited to get into some space combat here and whoop some Suran Butte. So we're going to go right into last time on Commander's Log.
Commander's Log.
The first half of the episode was really just a lot of deliberating and a lot of like discovering political things, natures, figuring out where does that rebellion within Tabos kind of go and how does that look like. Ultimately kind of made the alliance of like, oh, okay, we're going to move from the safe haven out to the farms, figure out something to do with the harvesters, give them a chance if they'd like to renounce themselves, be better people, or they can just hit the sand, is one they like to say. But with that being said, we're also going to bring our reinforcements, which is no small force, and be a show of power along with them. Help protect them from things that they can, but use the duality as a kind of a win-win for both scenarios. Lots of food and water up there away from the oasis where they're not overlooming threats of something happening overnight, you know. Octavian reached out to Karson with a message for him, and Karson went up there as I saw like the kind of message go back up and bat form back up to the sky. So Karson went out with the Chester just into the atmosphere and saw a spaceship battle, for lack of a better term here, start to unfold as there are, night spiders and wasp ships just in this awesome entanglement of space war beginning to happen. Talk to Octavian for a second. There's a massive mothership of like a wasp honeycomb-esque ship, if you will. And lo and behold, Karson's going to find his way onto that ship as we geared up. I went back down to Tabos, geared up with Pizor, Zaage, Arifa, and some automatons. Hopped in for the first flight, the inaugural flight of the Swordfish. And we are just about to drop Pizor myself and hack off at this mothership, if you will. Back to you, sir.
Yes. So you are flying through the skies above. It is racked with dogfighting. Essentially, spider ships and wasp ships are duking it out back and forth. There's the occasional explosion of an arcane bolt smashing into the side of another ship. Ballistas being flung this way and that. Debris scattered throughout the entire field, and you guys have a direct path with the wasp hive in sight. As you guys are making your way out there, it's impossible to skirt around the entire battlefield in front of you. I would like you to roll piloting checks for Zaage. Add a +3 to those checks. Or sorry, a +5.
Okay. Anything else or just +5s?
+5. And then I need to roll
12.
12.
Does he have advantage because there's 2 pilots? Just kidding. That was a joke. Or disadvantage because there's 2 pilots.
I'm contemplating because this would matter going forward.
Just in general, like using the swordfish,
Yeah.
sailfish, swordfish.
I would say yeah. I don't know why I wouldn't be with advantage because it'd be 2 separate people doing the pilot's checks. So yeah, roll for advantage. You're gonna need it.
Oh no! Almost the same exact roll. 11.
Okay. As you guys are flying in towards the hive, you feel this from the impact of something hitting you in the side of your ship itself. Let me... Where's my dice? Oh, they're up here. You big silly goober. For some reason, I put them underneath here, and now I've hid them from myself.
They are hidden.
They're not so much hidden as they're just in a very inconvenient spot to access.
Secret.
Because I've put everything over here in the worst possible way. There we go. Now I have them. 1, 2. 48 points of damage because I rolled a natural 20. If you wouldn't mind marking that one down for me. As you guys are flying along, you feel a ballista bolt pierce into the back, and you don't even feel it. You look around behind you where the impact comes from, and you see it piercing through most of the ship itself. Like a fish harpooned. You guys have been struck clean through with a ballista bolt. You hear both Arifa and Zaage cry out in alarm. 1 second. Okay, perfectly fine. As they are taken by surprise from the hit, you feel the ship itself kind of stutter in its movement, where it's like and takes back flight with a brief interruption there, but
40,
massive.
48?
Yes, 48 points of damage pierce into the sailfish itself. And both Arifa and Zage's voice come out, and they say, "Oh, we've got company. Someone right on our heels."
Can the bots inside of the turrets see that? Or
Yes.
no?
Yeah, they have a full, it's basically like a, not 360, but, like fisheye
180 on
lens.
each side.
Yeah, exactly. So 180 on each side they can see. So at a bare minimum, one of them can see them at all times. If you're in the right position, 2 of them can see them. But from this point forward, I don't know what I was thinking, but I did not grab the ships. So we'll do this for the time being. Okay, so the door with Karson standing on it is going to be your ship.
Okay.
The door with the Suran on it is going to be the wasp ship that is hot on your tail.
Okay.
You see the Suran, or I guess you wouldn't be able to see anything from inside the ship itself, but there is one currently hot on the tail. As Zage's voice comes out, he says, "We've got one right behind us. They're pursuing us pretty heavily. What are we to do? Ignore it or keep going?"
Keep going, but release shots.
Understood. I would like you to roll a attack roll. Only one of them with the sailfish at the time, and it would be with a ballista.
Well, I rolled a 17 on the dice, so...
Yes, let me get to...
You want, like, a ballista from what Like what it would be like from
The Scorpion, yeah. So it'd be a 3d10 with a +6, I believe.
Yeah, is it standard across the board to be a +6? Is that how that works?
For now, we'll do that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 3d10. I'll be,
Yes, a 3d10
I'll be
against
darned.
the wasp ship there.
$14.
14 points of damage, okay. And that... As you see the ballista wheel back and take aim, shoots it. You see the first ballista smash into the wasp ship and glance off to the side of it, not seeming to do nearly enough damage to it. It's still hot on your guys' trail at the current moment. Let me look at movement. Okay, perfect. Zaage is going to attempt to make a pilot's check here. So make a pilot's check with advantage.
Dude, I cannot roll pilot's checks to save my life. Okay.
And that was a +5.
Yep, 19.
19, okay, excellent.
Better at least.
Absolutely. He's able to start to make some evasive maneuvers at the time and gets far enough away from the current ship behind them that they do not take another attack from this, as they release another ballista bolt, but it misses and goes wide from the Sailfish. You guys are closing in on the distance, but he says, I can't quite shake them. They're hot on my trail. Would you roll me another d20?
Just a flat d20?
Yep, just a flat d20 on this one.
16.
16, okay. As you see, I'm going to say you see it, but you can't technically from where you're stuck
Understood.
inside. But Zaage or Arifa are kind of calling out what's going on behind you. The wasp ship hot on your guys' trail. You're slowly able to evade them for the next shot. Two spider ships alight behind it.
Okay.
And they start harrying on to the wasp ship itself as you guys are making the beeline. Roll me another pilot's check with advantage. Now, contested pilot's check. Mark me natural 1.
21 on my end.
Okay. Okay. That is a success. You guys start to peel away from this one individual wasp ship, and you see the two scorpion ships, one of them spiders. Idiot. One of the spider ships actually latches on to this ship itself, and you see several of the Nyogi clamber over the deck and start to flood onto the wasp ship itself at this current moment.
Terrifying.
This one starts to fall away.
Nightmare fuel.
As you guys are piling on, you have a very good distance between you and this hive ship. And there is a smattering of wasps flying all around. Roll me another d20.
And I'd hope that he would just use common sense and, like, at some point you just kind of go up and over the battle too. You know, like, you don't need to go through it necessarily. That's a 3.
Okay. As you guys are trying to skirt around the majority of the battle, you see several of the wasp ships have peeled off and start to chase you. There's currently 3 on your tail at the current moment. Roll me a pilot check with advantage.
$24.
Okay, perfect. You guys are easily able to shake these 3 as you dip down beneath the entire fight. 3 wasp ships peel off and start to chase after you. The speed of the Sailfish, the maneuverability, is really coming into light here as you're able to not only outmaneuver them, but you actually make 2 of them crash into each other just by splitting a few of the wreckages, losing sight of yourselves, and you see 2 of them crash into each other and veer off, losing 2 of them entirely. Another one hot on your tail still, firing off ballista bolts, unable to fully catch you guys until you guys are getting up to the point where you're climbing at the wasp or the hive.
Hive ship.
Roll another pilot's check with advantage.
Natural 20.
Nice. Okay. As you guys take flight, there's 2 wasp ships that drop directly from beneath the hive as you guys are arriving up into them.
This could have been important.
2 of them falling straight down, they see you and fly at you guys. Ballista bolts piercing through the air. Zaage starts to roll the entire ship and manages to dodge just outside of them, pierces straight at the hive itself, and busts into one of the ports. There's a quick maneuver as you guys take like a hard 90. The hives themselves essentially port straight up into what would be a dock. The very moment you peel up, you take a hard right, and you see the entire shipyard of the hive itself scattered beneath you. That one wasp ship flies up inside of it with you, so it's still on your tail at the current moment. But you guys find a massive, probably 400 foot by 400 foot hangar that has wasp ships scattered around. Quick math, there's probably about a dozen or so that are still grounded. Surans scatter absolutely everywhere throughout there. You can see there's a few of them that are ordering around everybody else and kind of pointing at them. Ships are currently being loaded. A few ships are coming back, especially the one that's right behind you, still hot on your guys' tail. It hasn't left chasing you down specifically at the moment, but the entire hangar spreads beneath you. You see on several entryways around around the side, there is a mixing of staircases, ladders, rickety crossings that go from this hangar base out into other portions of the ship itself. Similar to the Wasp, this is definitely not the most sturdy, made, precise, crafted engine that you are familiar with the Sailfish, the Bombard, the Scorpion ships themselves. The fine craftsmanship is not there. It's rudimentary, a mess, and it looks like it's more hobbled together as opposed to actually constructed with purpose. It's truly a hive. There are pathways that spread off any which way from that central hangar base. But where do you go as you guys land in?
Oh gosh. I didn't mean to make it that hard. That's so funny. I meant to do it as like we kind of like landed in.
What
It's the
just hit me?
speaker.
Oh,
That's so funny.
I've been attacked.
You have been attacked. Who did that? I was trying to like get myself in that mind, you know, like I was like, oh, like you just
did
like
it.
rattled through. I did it.
Yeah.
But I go, Zaage has got a spear on it for a reason. Stab all those ships.
Understood.
Line them up.
Okay. What I am going to have you do is make a ramming attack.
Ram jam.
That's going to be with the pilot's bonus, which is the D20, or sorry, not a D20, a plus 5. So it'd be a D20 plus 5. And I will say you have advantage since there is the 2 pilots.
So I need to roll. Okay.
Yes. And then just get D10s ready. I'll give you some as well. Well, I'll just help you roll the D10s.
D20 plus 5.
Yes.
21.
21, okay. Very easily enough, they're not in a line by any means. They're kind of scattered throughout, so you can single target one at a time. But you go careening down into the ships themselves. One of the Wasp ships hot on your heel. I'm going to roll ballista attacks at you. Totally misses. It's harrying you. At no point is it going to stop for the current moment. But your piercing ram does hit. As you take a small, like a jaunted path down at the hangar itself, you see one of the ships being boarded. Zaage singles that one out and pierces straight into it. Roll 16d10.
I want it to go like pierce it and just keep going.
Perfect.
I want it to run into as many warships as you can.
Yeah, absolutely. The damage will start getting less and less, but this first initial hit is going to be 16d10.
If they're all pinned and they're all trapped and like damage is happening,
Yeah.
then 16d6?
16d10.
D10, sorry.
Yep.
Wow. That's really, really good.
I rolled mediocre.
I rolled 28 on my first 4.
On your first 4, heck yeah.
How many do you have?
I rolled 6, and that's all I rolled. So we've rolled 10 total.
28, 35, 40, 50, 51. So I need to roll 8 total? Or no, I need to roll. I need to roll 9 total.
I rolled 6.
6. If it's 15.
Yeah, 16.
Okay, so I need to roll 2 more. So I need to roll 10. Oh, those are terrible on the last 2. I rolled 53 points of damage though.
53. Okay, and I rolled 34.
Nice.
So,
87.
87 points. Okay. Let me get back to the other sheet.
Oh.
87 points. Awesome. The Sailfish does take a third of that total damage as just impact damage. It
That's
doesn't
news to me.
completely disperse all of the damage.
29 points. Oh, gosh.
But you did 87.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How much HP does a Sailfish have?
The Sailfish has 300. Where did we go? Okay. So yeah, you guys pierce into the very first ship that's stationary. It's trying to be loaded at the current moment, but as you smash into it, not only do you send the Surans scattering, the crew that was helping to load it, all the individuals that were scattering around at the base scattered to every which way. As you still have one Wasp ship that's trying to currently attack you guys, you pierce straight into this one, going entirely through the body of the ship and taking it with you. The ship is still not functional at this point. You've completely rendered it defunct, but it's still intact at the current moment. It's stuck to you guys as you guys are pierced straight through it. You can continue the attack forward. From there, is that what you wish to do?
Yeah, use my momentum and just keep hitting all these things out. I mean,
Perfect.
whether or not we just start sweeping them towards the openings and dropping them out with either whether they have somebody in them or not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
You know.
absolutely. What I'm going to do here is I will have pilots checks that I will have you make as to continuing to impact into each of them, and you can do one per round as they're spaced out between each other.
How spaced out are they then? So in my eyes, they were like side by side by side.
Not quite. They're scattered throughout the entire area there because it doesn't
Okay.
seem like there's any really organization to them deploying. It's this one dropped off as they got ready. So when they're centered around each individual
Okay.
hole that they can drop off onto, is essentially the hangar looks like a bunch of crisscrossing
Yeah.
pathways, and then the Wasp ships just have a way to drop down beneath them.
Okay, so not worth then. So how fast can that retract, the sword?
It'd be per round. So you can smash one round and then shunt it off the next round. Or if you want to keep it on you, you can.
And what's the height of this hangar?
The hangar is like 40 feet tall.
Okay. Zaage will go up, release, and just wherever that ends up, that one really ends up. It sucks the sword back in, so it just throws it kind of with momentum, and he's going to try to like swing back around on this one that's harrying us. Now with the intent to, if we get an opportunity to release myself, Pizor, and hack in some fashion, and then create some more havoc, diversion, then we will. So.
Okay. First thing I'll have you do is do a contested pilot's check with the ship that's attacking you. So D20 with advantage for you.
23.
18 on my end. So by all means, you're able to quickly whip around them and wheel on the ship that's coming at you guys. You guys are face to face with it at the current moment.
How long is the swordfish?
The swordfish
Sailfish.
is, the
Like,
sailfish,
are we able to release, go pin backwards, and then like go up like this, and then into it?
You would have to turn around. It
Okay.
doesn't have enough height to be
Okay.
able to do a full maneuver that way.
Okay. Fair enough.
The Chester, definitely so. The Sailfish is just a little around 65 feet with the sword of fully retracted.
Oh, it's 65 feet long?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Okay.
It's not a small ship by any means, but it's still like Technically, it's a lot smaller than any other ships.
Okay. Very good.
Like the Wasp ship is, for instance,
I know I had that up at one point when we were looking at it, but I still have that page up.
the Wasp ship is 80 feet long. So it's shorter than the Wasp ship, but
Yeah,
not
my head,
terribly
this thing
long.
was going to be like 25 feet wide long.
Much
so-
bigger than that.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Very good. Yeah, if we can get into any type of that advantageous position, then
Okay. What is the goal with this ship? Are you trying to
if we
ram
will
it?
try to spear it again, then probably.
Okay, perfect. Absolutely.
We can drop a couple. If both eyes can see it, I'd drop 2 ballistas on it.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. You can pump 2 ballista damages straight into there. So roll 2d20.
Plus 6, right?
Yep.
25. Oh, that's cocked on a natural 20. And a 16.
25 and a 16, you said? Okay. The 25 does hit. Let me...
The one probably misses. 16.
Nope, 16 does hit as well.
Really?
Yes.
Um,
Once again, the Wasp ships are not very hardily built.
I rolled 12 on one and 7 on the other.
Okay. Yeah, both
on
of those
66, I rolled 19.
go embarrassing. Those go glancing off the side of the ship itself, but you guys are able to wheel on it. This turn, the spearing ram retracted, dropped off that Wasp ship. Will you roll a D100 for me?
The hundo.
Yep. And that's basically for where this Wasp ship is going to go.
Where's that D10? 22. 2's 2's.
Okay. As you release it, it falls into one of the gaps and falls out of the hive ship and goes tumbling away.
Fair
As
enough.
you wheel around on this ship that's chasing you, you fire off 2 ballista bolts and get ready for this next round that's coming up. But it is facing you guys down. At any point, you can technically jump off the ship, but you guys are just a little bit too high off the ground at the current moment. You're about 30 feet up, so you would definitely take some kind of fall damage unless you have any other means. But next round, you could either ram the ship, maneuver yourself until you're like a droppable position, whichever you'd prefer. But
Yeah, we'll wait to deboard for a more advantageous position than this.
okay,
Just in case.
perfect.
So we'll take the risk of...
You see a ballista bolt being fired from the top deck of the Wasp ship that's coming after you. You also see several of the Wasp ships down below. People are hurriedly trying to board them at the current moment and trying to most specifically get to that top ballista. But currently nothing quite in the works, but you know, you spend too much time here and you're going to have an absolute angry hornet's nest coming after you. Next round, straight to you guys, is the whatever you guys are wanting to do. If it's attack, we'll do contested pilots rolls. If you're just trying to get to a more advantageous position and drop you down,
No, I
that's
think we're stabbing it.
fine. Okay, perfect. From that, roll a d20 with advantage, and I will do
This is going to be a natural
mine.
20.
Rolled a 14.
I rolled a 14, but plus 5. 19.
Okay. As you go to ram it, you see that the Wasp ship, knowing what is coming, is trying to avoid it. You guys are able to pierce straight through the back side of it. Roll me 16 d10 once again. I'm going to roll 6.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I did more on the first round that time. 31.
I did not roll too great over here.
Oh my gosh. 40, 50, 59. 69 points on my
69 plus 24.
69, 89, 93.
93. Very good. Okay.
So I take 31. I'm now at 108 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. So the Sailfish is not looking the greatest. It's definitely taking hits. And you can even feel like the shuddering of the ship
We're
beneath
testing
you
out
as
the
you-
weaknesses to see if we
Absolutely.
need to make any changes.
Arifa's voice comes over and she's like, I really hate that we're already doing to this. Karson, you're really going to owe me big after this one.
You're the one driving.
Zaige just says, "Trust in the process; it'll be okay." As it slams into the next one, the entire ship kind of stutters at the moment, but you feel the release of the weight from behind as you pierce into the other wasp ship and absolutely decimate it. It's still intact, but you can feel the resistance from the other jammer completely gives way at that moment.
If I can, in that moment, I would just say, find a place to drop us off, and then get out of here.
Understood. Okay. From there,
Because in my eyes, it's kind of like now we're like where we came in at was like on one side. So if we say like this, where we came in at,
Yep.
all the other wasp ships, we went like this, and then we circled back towards that wasp ship. So like we're back towards one side of the hangar.
correct.
And in my head, it's a little bit more empty on this side, but maybe it's not. I'm just making
No,
that
that's
up.
totally fine.
So like I want to open up like this side as we swing through, like open up this side, let us jump out. So hopefully you don't quite see us if you can.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, they can zip out.
Okay. So yeah, you had entered in from one side, and it's not like it was a very like one side's emptier than the other, but when you enter it in, you started to help clear it off by taking out another wasp ship. So you cleared off a little bit of this area over here, and then you make your way back towards that clearing area. At this point, the swordfish drops, or the sailfish sword retracts. Roll a d100 for me. See where she goes.
Where's it? Oh, back in this corner. 57, excuse me.
57, okay. This time, once again, it goes falling down. It smashes into the ground and just kind of rolls and crashes into not other wasp ships, but just makes a mess of everything in the hangar itself.
Cool.
So there's a little bit of chaos going on from that bit there. Then the sailfish swings whatever it does, swings down, gets you guys to just about 10 feet above that hangar deck before you guys slide open the cargo door, and Pizor looks at you. Are we doing this?
Yeah.
It's too late now.
Hack.
Okay, and then Hack goes rolling off behind you guys. Absolutely. As you and Pizor hit the top of the deck, you hear that ka-doom of Hack, and then him rolling and deploying right behind you guys. And you look back just in time to see the sailfish make its way out of one of the ports and sail far away.
Cool.
Now, to you guys, you find yourself in this massive expanse of a hangar. There is entry points and exit points all throughout, pretty much anywhere. It is an absolute hive of locations. I'll use some of these as just the ports themselves, because this would be probably easy enough, and we'll just kind of scale it down for the time being.
Can I make one retcon real quick?
Yeah.
While we were going up here, would I have been able to do my Rite of the Frozen Blood Maledict
That's no problem.
before we would even jumped out?
Yeah. I was saying, it's not like you were doing anything on the ship aside from just holding on for dear life. Did you just roll max damage?
That's 2 times in a row.
I like that.
Okay. 8 points of damage to myself.
Okay. 12 was a bad number, apparently, because it doesn't really evenly space out, but I don't care. I don't think wasps do either. Hey, does that work out? Nice.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. That's where it looks. So we'll say this is about where you entered and the sailfish exited. So you guys are here. We'll just use one mini for that case.
That's where we got dropped off at?
You guys had entered in. I can say you dropped off right there, if that makes any more sense.
Okay.
But essentially, around each one of these is a catwalk.
Okay.
Of about like 10 to 15 feet in width that just interweaves the entire area. And at every disjunction, there is a path leading outwards. Here is where you crashed the other wasp ship, and everything throughout here is a mess and a buzz of activity as more Surans are trying to load up on the wasp ships and get themselves out. With the sailfish departing, I'll have you and Pizor roll me a d20 real quick, just to kind of see how...
So, just real quick, what exit opportunities do we have right there?
They would be pretty much anywhere from the edges. There is walkways
Okay.
to get out from the central hub, and they just kind of disappear off into the walls.
So, okay.
So essentially, like, think of it like a large hangar structure all around you.
Yeah. So
And
what?
then-
All I'm Zage wouldn't drop us off closer to the walls
He could have, yeah.
because we'd have to run in this open expanse that would like really show where we are.
That's fine. If you
Okay.
prefer to get a little bit closer, yeah.
For sure.
I could
'Cause
say,
I mean,
like,
if this is theoretically if we're talking like 400 feet by 400 feet,
Mhm.
we'd have to run like 50 feet away
Yeah.
from the wall. Would be like we'd stick out like a sore thumb. I would think.
For sure. Roll a general stealth check and you can add your stealth modifier
Oh gosh.
as you guys
Do I have my natural disadvantage?
for
Armor?
armor. Yeah.
But it won't. I rolled a 2 first, and then I rolled a natural 20.
Very nice. I like that.
Terrible.
As you two hit the ground,
My stealth's a couple, but so
It
less
is-
than 5 probably.
you guys don't regularly jump out of ships, so it's not even the most smooth transition, but
My knees.
you
buckle
hit the
real
ground rolling. Hack smashes straight into the side of this large storage crate and crashes it to the ground. But then the two of you kind of stand up, dust yourselves off, and get yourselves ready. And you can see you've drawn the attention of some Surans within there. And then one in particular shouts, as they start to chase you that way.
We're running.
Okay.
Yes. I just,
Running into
We
the-
oughty.
Okay, perfect. Let me pick up all of this mess in front of me here, since you're not going to be staying in the hive area.
Yeah, no way. No way, no how.
No way, no how. Concentration. Cursed and deafened. Okay. Excellent. So you guys are running up a catwalk that takes you further off into portions of of this larger hangar-like ship. As you guys are rushing off, there are several Suran that are. Sorry, I got the hiccups. There are several Suran that are giving you guys chase at the current moment. For this, we'll basically run into a chase scene. So we will roll initiatives real quick. Let me get that for you.
Is that well? So first and foremost, is there anywhere to pop off into a pocket?
You're too big to fit in Pizor's pocket.
Okay. What about my other pockets of like?
Hack doesn't wear pants.
Yeah, he does.
Are you talking like
Anywhere to, like,
an alcove or
Anything.
something?
Yeah. Any turns, anything.
As soon as you get through here,
Yeah.
Easily. Like the
Well, I'm looking for the very first one, and I'm going to hold the second I get around one.
Okay,
For a
perfect.
surprise attack. So, because I know that I'm not wanting to run through the ship blindly with people chasing me and just sprinting through the ship. That's
Yeah.
not going to do me any good. So I need to take care of these guys. So the first second I get a chance to change the outcome of the situation, and I can get the jump on them, then I'm going to take it.
Okay, so you'd be using your first turn to basically hide.
Yeah, so like, well, not necessarily. So say that, I come across this turn. The second I get across this turn, I'm literally just holding on the other side of the corner, waiting for an action. The second I see one of them, I'm smashing. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect. Yep.
So,
With that being said, I will still grab initiatives
Yeah, for
from
sure.
you, and we'll basically just do you and Pizor's initiative as one, so kind of like group initiative in a way for this chase. So that way one turn acts one, and then they do.
okay, 13.
12 on their end, so excellent.
I rolled a 12. I just have a +1.
Oh, really?
That's funny. That's like third time it's happened.
They are on your heels, but they're about, we'll call it 45 feet back.
Okay.
Based upon how big let's do it this way. So the hangars will be 20 foot by 20 foot holes. And then the corridors will be, thank you. The corridors will be 15 feet between.
Sorry.
But then the holes themselves will be 20. So if you guys had gotten deposited right about here, this path kind of veers off, and this is going to signify that it's kind of taking you up and out of the hangar
Okay.
into the wall above. So we'll put a door here. And then this, and there are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Look at you.
45. That was so very close, too.
You said 40, though, I thought.
I said 45.
Oh. So is that an actual doorway?
No, it isn't.
Okay.
And it's just kind of darkness past it into what you guys are looking into. But it is an open path, straightforward, into the door there. You guys just have to make it. Top of the initiative is to you yourselves.
Where's it? I would assume it would just be smart to zip. There's no reason not to.
15, 20, 25, 30. That definitely gets you just within the doors there. As you get into the doors, you see that the path immediately Ys, or Ts, I guess at this point. One straight to your left, one straight to your right.
I push Pizor onto the right side. I go to the left side.
So Pizor to your right.
Sure.
And
I go to the left.
To the left.
I go, hold and wait.
Where's Hack go?
Hack will go to Pizor's side if he can. He'll be like right in front of Pizor.
Yeah, perfect. Saran movement speed. Let me get to that real quick.
That's what I was trying to see. Isn't my movement speed 35 now?
I can't remember. I feel like it was for some reason.
Yeah, something in the Blood Hunt. There it is. Yeah, it is 35. It's such a weird place to put it and not put it on the main page.
Yeah, no kidding.
On the app.
Movement of 30 speed. So 5, 10, 15,
that's right, because Pizor and I both have 35 movement speed.
5. I'll just move him right next to him. I don't need to count that out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay, so you can hear them, their claws scraping on the deck beneath them as they're clattering their way towards you. They're hot on your heels. They're coming this way. Your turn.
Now we hold our action.
Okay, holding your action. What are you holding?
Smacking.
Holding the spell. You're holding your action to cast the spell Smack.
Yeah, cast.
Okay.
It's a really cool spell. As long as you roll above a natural 1, it hits. And then it's an auto crit.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's pretty good. I've never heard of that spell before.
And you get to pick the dice.
Anything held for Hack in particular, just attack action?
Smaller smack, but smack.
Okay.
Consistent. He holds consistent smack because he
cantrip smack.
Yeah.
Okay, you're casting a first level smack. He's casting cantrip smack. Gotcha. Pizor is also going to cast a cantrip. He's readying his water whip, so you can see him kind of start to coalesce a little bit of water around his hands, and he wheels his hand back. That goes into their turn. They bust through the doorway, which I assume as soon as you see them is when you roll your attacks.
See that long gangly neck rock through there? I just baseball swing it with them all.
Okay, absolutely. Roll to attack.
Natural 20.
Natural 10.
Dang. Do we get advantage? Are we hidden? Or were they expecting it?
Man, that's hard. They know you're there, but they don't know you're there. So
yeah, like they know we were up there, but was it a surprise attack?
I'll give you a surprise attack on this one.
Okay.
So yeah.
24.
24. Okay, that definitely hits. You want to roll for Hack as well at some point?
Yeah, I pulled the sheet out too. I hadn't rolled for him in a while. Dirty 20 on Hack's first one.
Dirty 20 is going to hit. I will roll for Pizor.
Oh, I guess I should roll just in case.
How do I cock the dice? There we go. I rolled a 24 to hit.
I guess Hack has 2 attacks and so do I. Make this a laser. My second attack is a 25 to hit. Hack's second attack, natural 20.
Did you really?
Yep,
Nice.
on Hack, but
Heck
still.
Yes.
Okay, so or more beer. I'm holding frozen, and the mist is just like coalescing like off of the ice, like in this space, frozen, cold. Because I imagine their ship feels cold to me too. Like I don't know, there's just something about it, just feels cold. But you can just see the mist like coalescing outside of the ice off the mall, and I'm just holding it, waiting. And the second I see that ganglion neck run through, I just full force directly in to the chest. If thematically you'd let me just put both attacks into 1 damage, it would just be like everything I've gotten to just 1.
Sure.
Instead of just trying to say 2 attacks. So 2d6 plus 5.
Did you hit with both attacks?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine then.
Just for painting picture-wise.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Sometimes it makes it sound a little better. 10. Do I need to separate anything out on these guys from cold damage? Bludgeoning and cold.
No, sir.
Okay. I'm just going to add them all together then. It's 11. 12, 23, 23 plus 10. So a total of 33 points of damage between both attacks on me.
Okay, excellent.
So I just... And I feel like I kind of like wait for that presence of like seeing his neck go through, but then I'm aiming for the chest, like just straight center mass of body, right where all his organs or like, his heart should be.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm just crushing.
In the most Looney Tunes moment, he goes from all his momentum forward to absolutely no momentum. The nasty sword that just seems to emanate black death goes clattering out of his hands and goes shooting straight across the wall and smashes into it. His arms, hands, feet, neck, all just like as you completely stop his momentum, and he falls limp and lifeless to the floor directly beneath you. Roll for damage for Hack.
Oh, that's right.
He hit as well.
Oh, I forgot he crits on 1920s. I don't think I rolled a 19 though. I rolled a dirty 20. So he'll be a 1d10.
I thought you said you did get a natural 20 on one of those.
On one, yeah.
Okay.
I just wasn't paying attention. I haven't touched Hack in a while, so I forgot that he can crit on 19 and 20.
Poor forgotten Hack.
Yeah. Well, it's not my fault you gave me 6 useful creatures of the depths. All right. First D10, non-critorous. 8.
8 points of damage?
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
Second one.
That was the longest shake.
Yeah, I was reading everything.
Oh, I was like, what is he staring at? Like, it literally looked like you were just staring at your dice, like pep talking it or something for whatever you're about to roll.
20 points of damage total.
20 points of
10
damage.
plus 7 plus 3. So
Okay, and that is including the first hit, or that's of its own?
that's just on the crit.
Okay, perfect.
So 28 between the two of.
Yeah, for sure. So as this creature runs in, he takes a cue from you, swinging down a little bit lower,
Yeah.
and straight up cuts the legs off of the creature.
Beautiful.
And it goes smashing into the side next to it. Pizor lets out a precursory water whip, and it grabs on the creature and just yanks him that way, but it's completely useless at that point because it is dead, but it throws him out of that path there.
Beautiful.
The two of them completely eradicated in a matter of moments. You can hear more commotion coming in from the rest of the hangar base itself. But when you guys find yourselves in this hallway, very first thing you notice as you take that deep breath of, okay, what next? The smell hits your nose. Very familiar. That stench of rot, decay, and just putridness that permeates the entire structure. It's not terribly strong here, but yes. Question.
The air bubble that I used when I went down to Akara, I had a thing that I popped out.
Mm-hmm. It's a magic item.
Yeah, and then Pizor, was he drank a potion from Zaage, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, his was a potion that he drank that you do not have. Yours was your item around your neck.
Okay, fair enough.
Yep, the necklace of air bubble. But the smell hits your nose strong to the point where it almost makes you gag at the very moment. But aside from that, you hear all the clamoring, the shouting from back in the hangar itself. You look to your left, you look to your right. It's pitch darkness, either direction. Not really any tell on which way goes where.
But okay, so it's just left and right. There's no straight, right?
Correct.
Does it appear that one goes up or down?
Nope, they
No.
both, yeah.
Pizor, you're away. Let's go.
Okay,
We're going right.
so you guys both head off in this direction here. So as
We're
you are...
Probably kind of moving with a little bit of pace just to keep us.
I figured you were probably running at the time. I
Yeah.
wasn't 100% positive, but
We probably need to still create distance as much as one can.
yeah,
I
absolutely.
would say.
So you guys are definitely running with a good, determined pace to make sure that nothing is going to catch up to you at the current moment. Anything you're looking for in particular as you're running around?
Any signs to where the jammer helm would be? I mean, that's ultimately my.
Okay.
That'd be the goal.
Make an intelligence check. Nice. Does that count as a missed box?
Was it an intentional roll? That's your call.
That's a good question.
Because it wasn't intentional. We're just rolled out of my hand.
Yeah, no, I'll let it slide.
Okay, I appreciate that. Dang, I got a +7. Oh, that's saving throw. I was like, wait, how's that possible? Intelligence plus 3. 18.
18, okay. You know, based off of your judgment, most of the time these spell jamming helms are centrally located to them. They don't try to put them on the outsides of many of the ships or buildings just
Makes
because
sense.
it is susceptible. That is the powerhouse of the entire structure. When you looked at it from the outside, you notice at the top is heavily fortified and defended from ballista, pretty much at all angles. So you would assume up is
Yeah.
your best direction, up and kind of central. So it's just a matter of finding any path up from here.
Okay, that's our goal.
Okay, perfect. With that goal in mind, we're going to take a mid-episode break here for episode 62.
Alrighty.
Thank you guys for joining us so far as Karson begins to infiltrate this massive spell jamming armada. So we'll be right back here in a few moments. Stay tuned. And welcome back to episode 62 of Commander's Log. We're hot in the trails of some Surans in the middle of their spaceship, their central hub, their hive, as we've come to call it.
Mother Hive.
As we pick up right back here, you, Pizor, and Hack are darting through the hallways, the commotion of the hangar dying off behind you, the darkness of the hallways spreading out in front of you. You can't really see. It's pitch black here. Pizor does have dark vision, but other than that, there's no sources of light present.
If I can, I could pull out, like, because my axe canonically has been, like, attached to my side, so the handle's sticking out. I'll cast light on that. So I can take my coat, cover it.
Yeah.
But at least I have some type of radiating light.
Perfect. Okay, so there is a small beacon of light, almost like a beam of flashlight.
Yeah, it's just on the bottom of the hill, so it's
Yeah.
one direction.
Why do I keep getting the hiccups? Sorry. As you're rushing down the light, or down the stairwell, not the stairwell, hallway, it starts to curve along the outside of the perimeter of the building, just as you would suppose. You hear up ahead of you a clamoring of noise. Something going on. Anything you guys do?
Yeah, if there's a clamoring, I would probably say I'd cancel light if I were fully expecting to see individuals.
Yep.
I would tell Pizor to take the lead then, and then I'll kind of hold on to his shoulder, his back, or something.
You grab his tail.
Yeah.
Okay. So with Pizor in the lead, you guys continue on. Okay, perfect. As you guys are rounding the corner coming at you is two more Surans. I didn't make the corridor wide enough, but it is a 10-foot corridor, so you and Pizor can stand shoulder to shoulder, so can they themselves. As you round the corner, you see them scrambling. They kind of come to a skidding halt, and immediately they go to make aggressive actions at you. I'm going to roll some initiatives.
We didn't startle them at all? Are you guys the new recruits? You want initiatives for everybody, or how do you want this?
Yeah, I'll do initiatives for everybody.
Okay.
And for these random ones, if it's okay with you, we can re-roll initiatives every time, or I can have you, Pizor, and Hack just keep their initiatives, and then the other people kind of like as they fade in and out of combat.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
Okay,
Although my initiative was really bad, so I should say no. But that's fine.
Decision has been made.
How's it?
Okay, I rolled, and then their HP. Okay, what'd you roll for Pizor?
Oh, you want me to roll Pizor? I did
Oh,
not roll him.
sorry.
Oh gosh, 18 plus whatever.
18, okay.
Plus 2 or 3, right? We're good.
Yes, he does have a +3, so that'd be 21.
Very nice.
And then
Pizor is very quick.
what'd Hack roll?
Hack rolled a 13. My sister.
What?
She's very nice.
Oh. And then you yourself?
I only rolled a 6.
Karson
Very nice. How
is
much?
a 6. Okay, so that means we're starting off with Pizor. As soon as they roll around the corner, he gives a shouting of alarm, and he says, "On me!" And he chucks out a guiding bolt. That guiding bolt is going to aim at the blue one.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20 to hit, so
Very nice.
that'll be 4d6.
One of the best first level spells
36.
there is.
5 plus another 9, so 14 points of damage to the first one.
Okay.
The one in blue. And you see now he is a beacon of glowing light that illuminates the entire cavern. The shadows that he casts portray back on towards the back of this hallway, and you can see just where the sorry, I got an AirPod in it's your whole dang dice. You can see where his shadow actually meets the end of the hallway, and where it actually looks like it's cascading up. So the path is going to take a hard turn
Very good.
and head in the upwards direction. But that's behind these current Surans that you see. Pizor's forced initial hit kind of staggers him, but they're both still running at you here. That is his full turn. The next turn is to the Suran that is in blue. So he is going to chuck out a poison bomb. Let me see.
A bomb?
60 feet away, 10-foot radius sphere. So that gets all three of you. Hack is immune because he doesn't breathe canonically. Constitution saving throw from you and Pizor.
Okay.
Pizor is going to succeed drastically.
12.
12 is a
Probably failure.
just a success.
Oof. Very nice.
3d6 poison damage, half on a success. So 6. And so 7 points of poison damage to the both of you.
Is that halved already?
Oh, sorry, no. 7 was the full points of damage.
So it's
So
tree?
the two of you would take 3 points of poison damage, unless you have any kind of modifier to it.
No, not poison.
Or resistance. Okay, perfect. Ending his turn, that is his action movement. Or scrambles up the rest of the way to be just in front of you guys there. So he is within your melee. He's also glowing bright blue. Over to Hack. Hack is behind you guys.
Without trying to fight that.
Yep,
He's
totally
gonna,
fine.
He's going to roll past me and then go in there for... He'll take that advantage attack.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Natural 20, very nice. That's obviously
This
going
guy,
to hit.
dude, this guy. He's in there with 2 hands at the moment, so that is 17 points of damage additional on top of that.
17, okay. Easily enough, you guys quickly cut down the first Suran in the hallway. As soon as Hack cuts into him, not only does his life extinguish, but also the light fizzles out and slowly fades to black all around you guys. Ending Hack's turn, unless he's got anything else. That was his first attack, and
He'll just move to get up out of the way here.
okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Excellent. Ending that turn, the yellow Suran is going to come clambering down the hallway, run straight into Hack, and take its attacks on him. So that is going to be 2 claw attacks. If we remember correctly from the first time they fought, the Surans really never did anything to Hack. They couldn't. They couldn't get past his armor. That was a 15 to hit on the first one and a 5 total on the second, so both miss. As they go rushing up, he quickly just starts clawing savagely at Hack himself, but you can just hear the claws across metal. Ineffective for all intents and purposes. Ending the yellow one's turn, it is over to you, Karson.
I will look for the sparks that are coming off of Hack as the nails are scratching across.
Mhm.
Go up a little bit, and as I start to sprint down the hallway here, I will launch... I put my hand out real quick, and 3 Eldritch Blast.
Perfect. With disadvantage since you're blinded, technically.
That's not bad. Still 13. Oh, goodness. Eldritch Blast is a +7. So that's a dirty 20 on that one.
Dirty 20. That'll hit.
The first one. Second one is 13.
13 total.
Yeah.
13 will just miss.
Okay.
Sorry, not just miss. It misses.
Fair enough. And
Just
that
misses.
one will miss too. That's a 2 on the lower end.
Okay, so you hit with 1 though?
1.
Excellent.
So 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage. Awesome.
And then as I step up with my bonus action, I'm going to take a swing with my maul.
Okay.
Using Mystic Frenzy.
Yeah, for sure.
It's still a disadvantage here. Oh, that's not bad. That's still an 18.
18 is going to hit.
Okay. 2d6 for the weapon plus a d8 for the frozen. Oh, those are 1, 2, 3. Golly. That's 11 points of damage total.
11 total? Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Terrible. On that much die.
As you toss the Eldritch Blast, you hear a few of them crashing into him. You use that to kind of locate exactly where it's at. You swing it and you smash into what you believe to be the Saran. It gives a cry of alarm that kind of echoes down the hallway. Ending your turn.
Yes, sir.
Back to Pizor. Pizor is going to water whip the individual in front of you. That is a 28 to hit, so that definitely is going to hit.
Nice.
Water whip is 4 plus another 4, I think. What's my wisdom modifier?
I think it's a 5.
I think it is a 5. Okay. So that's 9 points of damage to him. And 9 is plenty. So as
nice.
Pizor lashes forward, you feel the Saran whip just in front of your feet. And he kind of gives like a quick Wilhelm scream as he gets yanked away and goes clattering behind the two of you guys. Pizor says, "That's the last of them. Continue."
Go, go, go. And I slide to the side to let him take the lead again. I grab onto his shoulder.
All right, perfect. So he goes rushing onwards. At about this corner point is where it does turn and start to head up. The moment you start to round this corner, the stench intensifies tenfold. It gets to the point where you're almost gagging, but not quite there, as you remember previously. Oh, you cracked the air bubble. Okay.
It lasts for like 24 hours.
Yeah, no, you're spot on with it. You look back and Pizor just looks at you and he snarls and he says, "You are so lucky."
I mean, it's activated, so you want it?
You guys rush forward from there. As you enter into this next
Stupid question.
space. Yeah, go ahead.
Would he be able to put his mouth in there to breathe air? And I mean that from like, because it's not a permanent thing, right? Like it's a what would you call that? Like a the plasma
Are you
levels
saying like pick it up and like
no,
transfer?
like he'd be able to put his mouth like in through the side or somewhere and just like breathe air for a second. Because it's not what's permanent. Not permanent is not the word I'm looking for.
Permeable?
Yes. Because I can still get damage to it, correct? It's not like it's a protective layer. It's not hard.
I'm going to go with no. That just seems a little bit much.
Well, it's not like we can run around like it, but he'd be able to like pop in, get a fresh air breath.
You get a fresh air breath. From your prior experience, that's not going to change the situation.
I think it will.
You think it will? Okay. So as you guys enter up, immediately there's a short jaunt of a ramp that takes you up into a larger chamber. Let me throw this together as quick as I can. Bam, 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 bam. It doesn't have to be perfect by any means. Bum, 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 bum. Scoot you guys back just a bit more. Don't worry, I have a few more walls. Okay. So that will be where you guys enter in from. And then... Perfect. So as soon as you enter in, you see on the far opposite side of the wall 2 exits. and then on either side, 2 exits as well. So based upon where you guys has entered into, you see that you come up on a ramp. Either side, this side over on the left one is going to go up, and then this one is going to go down. These guys just have hallways that shoot off on either side.
I can't see, right?
No, you cannot.
So Pizor's got to lead us.
Okay, perfect. Pizor shouts out to you, and he tells you that same information I just told you. He says, we're in a large chamber. Nobody's present. It stinks to all heavens in here. But to the sides, hallways, forwards, up, or down.
We need to go up.
Okay.
Up is the way.
Going up. As you guys traverse up, you find yourselves snaking through another hallway that starts to kind of mirror the outside slope of the entire ship itself. You guys are traversing down the hallway, and you hear up ahead of you a lot of noise currently happening. Where there was just kind of what sounded like claws on the ground when the previous ones had been running down the hallway. This sounds like it is a larger commotion, like people yelling back and forth, constant voices shouting everywhere in front of you.
Pizor, slow down a little bit. Let's take our time.
Okay.
Element of surprise here might be very important.
Yes. I'm going to pull this back real quick and just kind of resituate what we got going on here. So you guys will be entering in from my side.
Okay.
As you are. And this won't be able to be fully accurate. It's just like the chamber itself is rather large.
I need an accurate representation to fully understand what the schematic of the capabilities
I'm so sorry, my man.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay, that should work for us. As you enter, you start to creep forward, and the stench is getting putrid. You wouldn't know, but Pizor starts to gag a little bit. He's like, "Oh, I don't know how you were able to do this, aside from that bubble around your head, but this is horrid. There seems to be something just up ahead." As you guys start to creep forward, you see those faint bits of light from dim sconces that kind of rim this outer room. But you guys enter into what is a very large room. There are several Surans within here. So for one, I'm going to mark this guy as just a Suran that looks different than all the others.
Okay.
He is easily 2 times as large as the other Surans, and looks to have a bunch of regalia kind of like donning what his ragged clothing. He is talking to these other individuals, and they're all shouting up at him, yelling over each other. No sense of order here, but there seems to be like a heated argument. And in terms of numbers here, we're probably talking each one of these will represent 3. So there's a bare minimum of 15 Surans just within here. And then you can hear a bit more ruckus kind of echoing down the other sides.
I'm going to drop a fireball.
Excellent. With the dim light that you can see, not only are there everybody talking amidst each other, but they're also all wielding weapons at the current moment. So they look more readied. They have armor donned. They're arguing with each other and kind of pointing at all the different exits and just shouting overall. And this one is trying to gather their attention. So there's a good din of noise going throughout the entire area.
Okay.
On either side, you see 2 tunnels. Left, there's 2. Right, there's 2. Not really good indication from this point of view which one goes up, down, or where they go. So as you guys creep in, slowly, slowing your pace to make less noise, Pizor turns to you and he says, "What do we do? Do we turn around and try to find a different route?
No.
We fighting them all?"
Let's wait a second just to see if they move.
Okay.
Just give them a second.
The clamor starts to die down as the arguing slowly fades, and the one in the front gathers all of their attention, and he shouts off. He shouts at a general band this way and points off in this direction. Shouts at another band, points off that direction, and then he gathers these people, and they start walking your way. So we'll kind of divide them up into 5 this way, 5 that way, 5 coming your way.
Okay. Now, just for clarification,
Yep.
the left and the right guys have running away.
Yes, so they quickly
Okay.
scatter off.
Okay.
One distinctly in the lead of the others. They head off down this path with the two blocks that are down on their sides. Those are the paths that the Surians delve down into.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, there's just a lot of things I'm trying to keep here.
Nope, you're good. But currently you have 5 Surians plus a very large Surian headed in your direction. And I'm going to take the moment to roll some initiatives.
May I make an argument to roll initiative on our end?
Yeah, you definitely could. I would allow that. Let me erase my initiative here then, since you're going to be so rude. And give me one more second. All right, your initiative, Karson.
Carson's was 11.
Karson was
Not
an
much better.
11. Pizor's?
Oh, I did not roll Pizor.
Sorry. Making you do my dirty work.
7 plus.
3, so 10.
Yep.
That's convenient. And hack.
It is only a 6.
Hack is a 6.
Not very good.
Okay, excellent. Starting off with the initiatives, are you guys just holding your action? Okay.
Am I getting around here?
I would say if you acted immediately on this round, the other Surans are not quite out of the
Okay,
room.
then no, I'm waiting. I want like as much time before that happens. to
Yep.
Go.
Okay, because everybody pretty much has to scatter their own way. This first initiative round is them starting to part. As soon as they start taking their movement this way is whenever we would start within that action.
Okay. Ouch.
We'll start off with, technically, would be one of them. They go clambering off. We'll give you guys just a little bit of amnesty right here
Okay.
and say your, let's use your side of the board if it matters. Well, no, it doesn't really. I'm sure you'll end up in that side regardless.
I'm going to.
Okay, cool. So you'll just be in a narrow hallway about
Okay.
15 feet in width for the time being. So we'll just kind of register that with what we have going on right here. But you hear one starting to rush this way. Then we go into your turn. This first initiative would still, if you made any action to step out, you'd definitely gain the attention of the other
Okay.
Surians.
Then no. Yeah.
Okay. Holding your action or anything?
I'll go ahead and use my bonus action to pop my wings out.
Okay. Your wings.
And they just on my back. And I go, Pizor, the only thing I might need here is some light. Things are going to get hairy.
Okay.
I'll go after the big guy.
And right now there would be what would consider dim light. So
Okay.
you can see. It's not the best visuality, but you can see across the entire cavern here.
I just say, yeah, I'll go after the big guy.
Understood. We'll start picking them off one by one.
Let's do this.
Okay. Pizor is also going to hold his action. He's going to kind of push himself up against the wall right there. The action he is going to hold is going to be it'll be a first level guiding bolt. And Yeah, it'll be a first level guiding bolt, but then he's also going to bonus action cast his spiritual weapon, which is a second level spell
Where at?
behind him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it manifests right behind him. As he pulls the stopper of the water, it just kind of grows up and out, and you see a large warhammer, just very similar to yours,
Okay.
manifest behind him himself, and then he grabs a little bit of that water and starts to form it into the ball that he would huck for the guiding bolts. So, ending his turn, he will hold that action. Pink is going to go... You start to see them just entering into the hallway from there. Red. Oh, why don't you want to wear your little hula hoop? Oh, it's because you don't have a tail.
Oh, the tail's gone. It's just broken off.
Yeah. Blue moves. And then it is this guy. I'm going to say he's going to hang back just a little bit. If his movement was here, he'll go 5, 10, 15, 20. So these guys are all clambering up in one gigantic glob, trying to get up and into there. Hack doing anything? Holding a...
He'll hold his action if somebody comes in. He'll snack.
Perfect. Good possibility of that. So, top of the round comes into whenever you will not start to make a ruckus and draw the attention of the other guys. Very first one busts through. 10, 15. It rounds the corner, sees Pizor, because Pizor, as soon as he turns the corner, just chucks a guiding bolt straight into his face.
Okay.
Guiding bolt misses every single time.
Always,
Yeah.
man.
I
I was surprised you hit with it earlier, to be honest.
Yeah. Technically, you guys would be from a hidden position, so you'd have advantage, but also it was point blank range. So turns the corner and just like unleashes it. It goes wide and smashes into the ground behind him for his surprise round. So guiding bolt misses, goes splattering off right behind him. The yellow turns the corner and is immediately going to take 2 claw attacks against Pizor.
Is he within me? Would he be within me?
Oh, Hack would drop his melee.
That's fine.
And,
I'll just drop his attacks too while you're doing it.
Yeah, I would say you, Hack, and Pizor are all kind of like right at the opening there.
Yeah,
basically.
if I can't get attacks, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'll let Hack go.
No, you definitely can.
I could have held. We'll say I held Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
As an attack then instead. Like, cause I don't want to like, what's it called? Muddy the waters too much inside that tunnel. I'd rather keep the distance, keep it safe, because I've got something that I'll be all right.
Perfect.
So,
okay.
Hack's first attack would be a 21.
21 will hit.
Second one would be a 25.
Okay. Both of those will hit.
5, 10, nice. So 15, 21 points between both attacks for Hack.
21 points. Okay, awesome. That Saran is barely hanging on as it rushes in there. Hack slices into its leg and chops it down to the where it falls to the ground and just kind of skitters and like lunges itself and starts clawing at at Pizor himself. The 2 claws that it swipes at, the first one just barely misses. The second one is kind of like a weak attempt as it's barely holding on.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish from here. They're all mid-20s, and that one's only a 16 hit.
16.
The other ones are like 25, 26.
16 does just hit.
It does just hit,
Yep.
so this might stand a good chance, huh? Where's my d10s at?
You use them for the 16 d10s
They
that we
rolled
rolled
over here
earlier.
in the corner. Oh, shoot. 8, 10, 15 points of damage.
15 points. Okay, absolutely. As it hits the ground, you just unleash the Eldritch Blast, and they go curling off and smash them. And basically, you just get the Skyrim notification or the Skyrim animation where they just like poof, 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 and kind of like scatter across the ground. And he goes rolling and smashes into the wall, just as others are going to start rounding that corner. But he was the quickest one. It is to you, Karson Hallebrand, with your initiative.
So if I was just off like the back shoulder of him, I go,
Yep.
I'll see you in there. And I missy step.
Nice.
5, 10. I technically have to see it, huh? I think is how it's written.
Yeah. You could see
double-check.
into the angle, like over in this area, you could definitely see. Like if it was a direct shot, you could missy step over to here.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
Okay, so if you're good with that, I'll do that.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go full wings, just
For sure. I'm
at
going to
this
do an
guy.
opportunity attack for that guy with disadvantage since you just pumped up right behind him. A 18 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. So you jump behind him, and he lets out this small cry of alarm and just tries to take a haphazard swipe at you as you duck beneath it and rush straight towards the big one.
Yeah, it's like this flash of like yellowish, orangish energy that like hits, lands, and then I like back foot comes out, wings, and I like dash forward. Hammer goes to the side, and then as I go to this big thing, they just swing across his face.
I like it.
Not good though. That's on the first one. I think it's +9. I've got it on my spells. +9. Yeah, 13 hits on the first one.
13 is going to miss.
Okay. Second one. As I land and he like jumps back a little bit, and I just like swing to the midsection of where it was, but he slid back. I reload back to the left side and then come down at an angle as I bring them all down.
Okay.
Change a different roll. There we go. 23 to hit.
23 is going to hit.
Nice. So we're going to do 2d6 and a d8. Ones and twos on my dice. I get to re-roll because now that I'm smart and remembering that I can do that. That's much better. So that's 10. That's 11. +4 for the first attack on the radiant. That's 15 plus. And I totally forgot that it's not a +5 anymore. It's a +4 since I have heavy weapon. Not master, whatever the other one is. But I get to add my strength score to it. So that's 24 points of damage.
24, dang. That's a nice hit.
On that hit, yeah. Well, yeah. I kind of forgot to add some stuff that last time.
Gotcha, okay.
Is it a bonus action?
Bonus action was your Misty Step.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it's a bonus action to enact my...
Oh, gotcha, okay.
I just want to double check, but go ahead.
So yeah, you Misty Step behind the Surans, quickly dodge one claw swipe, and then go rushing straight towards this big one that just has an engorged gut. You immediately smash. It quickly moves off to the side, and you crash your hammer down onto its head itself.
And I will Brand of Castination him because it's whenever I
Ooh.
damage a creature, not when I...
And that's a saving throw?
No, it is not. He's automatically branded.
Oh, okay.
So I know the direction of him as long as he's on the same plane as me, and each time the branded creature deals damage to me or another creature within 5 feet, he will take damage.
Okay, awesome.
He can dispel with a 5th level dispel.
Sweet, okay. That is your turn.
Yes, it is. I think that's pretty much everything I could possibly do.
Excellent. Straight over to Pizor. Pizor is just going to take a little bit of a back step by 10 feet and allow them to come to him. And what he is going to do is first push his, what do you call those things? The spiritual weapon goes clattering forward and smashes into the red Surian that's trying to get into there. That is a 23 to hit. That's easily going to hit. And that's going to be a D8 of damage. D8 plus 5. So 8 points of damage to red.
Nice.
And then afterwards, he's going to cast... Oh, dang it. I forgot Spiritual Weapon was a concentration spell. I was about to cast Spiritual Guardians. Because then he can become... Yeah, because then he can become the Blender.
Yeah. That would have been the move right here.
I know. That's kind of dumb. What he will do is cast... honestly, Toll the Dead will be a great one. So Wisdom saving throw from the Suran. That's a 19, so that's a success. As Pizor casts out the Toll the Dead, it seems to bounce straight off their thick skulls and do absolutely nothing to them. Ending Pizor's turn, because that's his action. Bonus action, he moved a little bit, he took a step back. Pink is going to turn the corner and immediately start to harry into Hack. So, first attack with its claw strikes is a 10. Second claw strike is another 10. I rolled 2d7s, or 2 7s, that's sick. Ending its turn, the next one is going to round the corner and chuck a bomb. So Pizor is going to need to make a Constitution saving throw which is a natural 1, if you wouldn't mind marking me down for that. This does mean Pizor has the poisoned condition.
Okay.
And then he takes, what was my dice rolls on the bomb? Dice roll is 3d6 poison damage. That's 7 points. Ooh. 7 plus 5 is going to be 12. So Pizor takes 12 points of damage, of poison damage. And then he is also suffering the poisoned condition. And the poisoned condition, if I am not mistaken, is disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Shucks.
So instead of giving him, well, I guess he is concentrating, so he does need to make a concentration check, which Pizor does so spectacularly because he's got great concentration checks.
The greatest.
The absolute greatest. They're not terrible. Well, that's a failure. He rolled an 11. He did. Oh, is it half your damage that you take?
Uh-huh.
Or bigger? Okay, so that succeeds. Sorry. Because he took 12 points of damage, so he needs to succeed on a DC 10. So he does succeed that, but
just barely.
Technically he did disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks, and a concentration check is an ability check.
It is.
So disadvantage ends up right at a 10. So he succeeds.
Dang.
Maintains concentration, but now he is also poisoned. So let me find the poisoned condition. If I can't find it, I'm just going to put stunned because it's green, which is perfectly fine for me. Okay. Pizor, off to a rough start right there at the beginning. The blue one is going to continue around 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can't get there, so he's going to chuck a bomb as well. Pizor needs to make another Constitution saving throw with disadvantage because he's already poisoned, and that's another failure. 3d6 is 6 points of damage to Pizor. Not very good there, but that's probably in your best interest. Okay. Ending the red's turn. You already got rid of one of them in particular. It was yellow. I was like, I'm missing one. I don't see it here, but I do see it on the initiative. Okay. The blue just went. It is over to the big guy in front of you. The big one in front of you, very first thing he does is he breathes out, and you see this poisonous gas seep from his mouth, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. Is this something that has to do with breathing?
Yes. It's a bonus action for him. Don't even roll. There's no point to it. I'm not going to let you waste your natural 20s. As he breathes out, the poison completely encompasses you in this green fog, and you just see this impact into the bubble and disperse around you. And he kind of like looks at you in confusion before he pulls his claw out from beneath and just uppercuts you straight into your stomach.
I'm an astronaut.
You're an astronaut.
Yeah.
With an 11 to hit on the first claw strike.
Misses.
Okay.
My one hand comes off and I grab his wrist and I throw it.
As you throw it, you see coming from his other side one of those nasty looking scimitars that you know you don't want to get hit with. That is a 14 to hit on that dice.
Misses.
Okay.
The maul comes up with the free hand, like pulls it away. The weight of the maul like really carries it.
You parry it away, and you see his sick smile of confidence slowly falter as he looks at you and finds an adversary that's more than outmatching him at the current moment. Ending his turn, over to Green. Green is going to turn around and attack you. There's no reason he wouldn't. Yeah, he already saw you once. Okay. So he's going to attack. The first one is just a claw strike coming at your back with an 8.
Misses.
I'm rolling like absolute trash, and a 15.
Misses.
I'm rolling so bad with them. So immediately you just hear like the desperate clambering of him behind you, and you see the entire Surian lunge, and you duck just in time as he jumps over you, the 2 claw swipes striping down along underneath you. He's going to basically jump and land on the other side,
nice.
Ready in position to attack. Okay. Top of the round brings us to Karson Hallebrand, since you took out the first initiative.
Kid and Hat go. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I missed hack because he rolled in between everybody, and so for some stupid reason
That's
I
all
put like I put a little carrot, like you forgot something when you were in
Yeah.
elementary school writing a story. Yeah.
Okay. Hack's going to hit the peachish one, whichever
Yep.
color that is,
Yep.
in front of him there. Well, nice. That's a 17 plus 9. So that's a 26 on the first attack.
Easily hits.
And second attack is a 21.
Definitely hit. Both
Nice.
hit.
Okay. Darn it. That's a 1 on the dice. And that's a 9. Okay. Well, law of averages. So that's 10, 16 points of damage.
16 on the first hit.
Yes.
Very nice.
And then he's going to work his way. He'll work his way into this gap to help really pull the attention to him.
Yeah. Okay. Did he only have one attack, or did you roll?
I rolled both the damages.
Oh, okay.
together.
Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. I was just making sure I didn't miss
4
anything.
on one damage, and then I rolled a 12 on the other. So.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing something there.
Thank you.
Anything else from Hack
No.
since I missed his turn?
No, that'd
there?
be all he has.
Okay, excellent. Ending Hack is past your turn because you just went, right?
No, I didn't go. Hack just went. So now it's my turn.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. It is top of the initiative with you then.
Okay. I'm just going to really double down here on this dude. And I'm going to do a blood curse of the marked.
Blood Curse of the Marked.
Yeah. So as I look at him in that the gaseous green color that goes past the air bubble, I start to almost this mix of reddish gold tears and blood drip down my face, and then it lashes at him right where that brain of castination is, hits the castination and swirls into this arcing energy. So I mark a creature within 30 feet of me until the end of my turn. Whenever I hit the creature with a weapon for which I have an active Crimson Right, I roll an extra D8 from my right damage.
Sweet. Okay.
Excuse me. I'm going to amplify it, which will, the next attack roll you make against the target before the end of my next turn is an advantage. So I'm going to amplify it as well and take damage.
Okay. So
Don't you be bad to me.
Full sending it on
3.
the abilities for your Blood Hunter.
Yeah.
You amplify it, which gives you advantage on the next attack?
Yeah, so
Okay, perfect.
this roll right here will have advantage.
Okay.
Okay. First attack.
Yep.
That is a 21 out the 8 on the first one. Let's
21
go.
is going to hit.
But we're going to with advantage here. 18. It's 27.
18,
So.
Yep. 27 is going to hit with
So
a 21
close.
and 27. Sorry.
Okay. No problem.
That was actually the national government texting me, so it was going to override all my music.
We are watching you play Dungeons and Dragons at the moment, Logan. So I've got 3. That's 10. That's 7. So that's 17 plus 13. So that's 30 points of damage on the first
Ooh
attack.
wee. Okay.
Yeah, the first one attacks and it smacks pretty hard. And then I'll have a second attack here.
Yep.
So as through the smoke and he sees that and I catch that glimpse of where he came back through with his left side, I just reload that Warhammer back into that side and I crash down into kind of his clavicle-esque area on that shoulder, on his right shoulder.
Sure.
And the next attack is only a 16 to hit.
A 16 is going to miss.
Yeah, dang.
So he grabs his massive claws is kind of distended and blackened on one hand. He grabs the maul with it and shoves it off to the side, and it slams into the ground next to him as he's kind of staggering there. Your hits dealt a lot of damage in that one go, and you can see where there's a lot of contusions. There's kind of a sunken shoulder on his entire body where one arm is hanging limp, but he snarls at you, still standing. Anything else from you?
No.
Did you use your bonus action?
I did to do the marked. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'll just stay put.
Yep.
I just right foot slides back, Warhammer slides back into my right hand, and I'm just teetering between both of these guys right now.
Yeah,
ready
for
to
sure.
rock and roll.
Okay. Pizor is going to stand back and he is going to cast Starry Wisp at the pink one. Because the pink one previously took damage from Hack, so
Yep,
he's
he got a
going
little-
to throw in some damage there. That is a 19 plus whatever.
Does he have disadvantage on attacks too?
Oh, you're totally right. Thank you for reminding me. That's even better. So his
Okay, cool.
disadvantage does still hit.
Cool.
And then that's going to be 2d8. That is 3 plus 8. So 11 plus 5. 16 points of damage. He manages to snipe this guy down. He throws out the Starry Wisp, a little mote of water shining with starlight, smashes into him and just takes him straight to the ground. That is his action. Bonus action, the hammer, which I will use as this, is going to push forward into blue and take an attack with disadvantage. That sucks because that was a natural 20. That would be a D8 because that was 18 plus 8, 9. So 27 to hit. 9 points of damage to blue.
Oh, nice.
Yes. And I rolled that with disadvantage.
You
Correct, I did. He's going to just stay where he's at. No point in moving there. You pointed at me.
Does he get an opportunity to save at the end of his turn, or is it poison for like a duration?
Let me see here. The poison is a duration.
Okay, very good. Not very good, but
Yeah.
it is what it is then.
Yes.
Okay, very.
So, still poisoned for the time being. Ending Pizor's turn as he just took out one more. Red is going to take his attacks at Hack. The first one being a 17 to hit.
Misses.
The second one being a 5 to hit.
That will miss.
That's why I was rolling the wrong dice. I was rolling Pizor's
Hey,
dice.
split it.
So, as this one is just trying to harry into the small little metal man that is Hack, it's doing absolutely nothing. The one next to him takes out the scimitar and begins to attack with a natural 1. And then the second one is a 7. So, completely ineffective as everything is just glancing straight off of Hack's tough armor. He takes the shield and actually slams the scimitar out of this Saran's hand. Ending Blue's turn, goes over to the big guy that is attacking you. Seeing that his breath did absolutely nothing, he pulls out that nasty-looking scimitar and is going to take some attacks against you.
Okay, let's run it.
A 5 on the dice.
Yeah,
So that's going to miss. Second attack is another 5 on the dice. That's
Hey.
incredible.
There's
So,
just sometimes that you need it, you know.
I guess.
Because a lot of times I've been on that regard.
This is true, yeah. I don't know why, but I've only rolled like 5s and 7s on this dice the entire night. But as he's sitting there trying to hit you with absolutely anything, his attacks are getting desperate as one of his arms just flails lazily next to him. The attacks seem to gain absolutely no ground as you're able to parry them off and dodge between each swipe. Ending his turn, over to the green one that's attacking you, who's going to try to get you with his claws. Mark me down for another natural 1. And a 15 on the dice.
Plus anything?
The 15 total. Sorry, it's a 12 on the dice plus 3, so 15 total. This Saran, as it's just desperately trying to hound you down. At this point, you're almost playing with these two, using each other's momentum to block the other's attack. The sloppy, sluggish attacks from the large one, actually, you're able to pull his body and basically take out the other one and knock all of his attacks aside. Top of the round, it takes us to you, Karson.
Is it cool if I go to Hack again?
Yes. Thank you for reminding.
Hack will go
'Cause
up there. I want to keep Pizor as safe as possible.
I'm going to make the line even
given-
bigger.
Given what happened to Pizor. So Hack will just roll up there. Blue's taking damage, so he will
Yes,
focus
blue
on
has
blue.
taken damage. Both of them have taken damage, actually.
Yikes. That's 8 plus, that's a 17.
17 hits.
We'll just do damage at a time. I know you had said he had his shield out. Canonically, right now, he does not.
Oh, okay.
His shield's on the back. He is just two-handing his battle
Perfectly
axe.
fine. Yep.
So 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage to blue. Okay.
He's still up and at him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Second attack. Is that a 13 or 19? 22 to hit then.
22 does hit.
Okay. That's another 8 points of damage.
Another 8 points of
So he
damage.
just
Excellent.
slides in. The kind of sheen from his, you can kind of hear the metal and the sparks kind of spark off a little bit. One cuts the right side of the calf, and since they're pretty tall, he like slides kind of like underneath it, goes to the other side of the other calf, and just embeds it like right behind the knee, and then like the Saran at that point, I guess, just drops and then falls.
Absolutely. Falls to the ground, creating more of a trip hazard for all the other Surans around him as the bodies are starting to pile up in this corner here. But that ends Hack's turn. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, excellent. Now we get to the top of the round with you.
I guess Hack will use that time if he can, even with enough movement to get down to like right here, to work his way around the bodies and like get into this room. So he will. He
starts to stomp and clamber over them.
Yeah. I will continue at it. Oh, that was almost good, but then turned real bad. So that's a 12 to hit on that one.
12 is going to miss.
That's a 19, so a 28 to hit.
Definitely hitting.
Okay. 3, 3, 7, that's not 10 plus, so 23 points of damage because it's the first time I
23 points of damage. Okay, let me do some math. Okay, awesome. As you, the momentum that had kind of crashed him into the other Suran as you were deflecting their attacks, your first initial attack goes to hit him, but he kind of stands up and dodges just right out of the way. Your second attack swings around and clocks him straight across the body. He takes the full brunt of the damage and staggers down, barely holding on.
You messed with the wrong moon. I punch him in the face canonically. But
Okay,
like,
perfect. No actual damage, but you punch him.
Down, yeah.
For sure. Ending your turn, Karson?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Pizor is going to bonus action first, move that up to red, and hit with disadvantage. That's a 17. That's going to hit. 16 is also going to hit with a 25. So he gets a D8 plus 5 of damage. 8 points going into him. He's still alive.
He's still standing.
And Pizor is going to get a little bit closer, so he's just moving with confidence, weaving the water in and around his head, and he unleashes it for the good old classic. He's actually going to hit him with a sacred flame. So instead, he like chucks the water up, evaporates up in the air, and it rains down with silent flame that lands on the Suran's head.
Whoa.
Suran needs to make a dexterity saving throw. That is a 8 on the dice, so that's a failure with a DC of 17, taking 2d8 radiant damage. That's 11 points plus 5 is 16 points of damage. So as the radiant fire drips into the Suran, he lets out a nasty scream and falls to the ground, writhing in pain. Pizor then finishes up his movement. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll stop there. How are you looking at the current moment?
Not bad.
Okay, perfect. Here to use his bonus action to attack, so he will just command this to kind of keep up with him with the 20 feet of movement that it has. That was right here. 15. Okay, cool. So he commands the sacred weapon into the room with him, readies himself for what is to come, but ends his turn there. Hack's turn. I remember this time. It's easier when there's not as many people.
Can he zip around at all to see if...
Yeah, for sure. He's got 30 feet of movement.
Yeah, 30.
25 gets him there or there. Really doesn't matter.
Take green on for sure.
Okay.
He got there with adjusted movement?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
He'll go run up and attack.
Runs up to attack.
15, so that's 24 on the first one.
24
and 26 on the second one.
Definitely both hit. He goes rushing up in like this ball of fury and uses all his momentum to smash into that Suran.
8 plus 1, 9. So 15 points of damage between both attacks.
15 points on both attacks.
And he kind of like jumps up and he embeds the battle axe into like the front of his quad.
Absolutely.
And then rips it down.
I just imagine it's like he's rolling his entire way there and just uses that full momentum to hack into him.
Yeah.
Takes a massive gash into the Suran, whose all attention gets diverted and kind of staggers and is still barely holding on, much akin to his leader right next to him. Both of them still hanging on, ready to attack. It is the big guy's turn as he's facing you down.
Oh, Hack is supposed to go before the big guy even?
Yeah. That's how much I messed up initiative right there.
Funny.
But don't worry, I put the mark even bigger.
Oh, that's big.
Yeah, so it started off with just a carrot, and then it became a line. The line wasn't enough, so now it's a dark
Color the whole
line.
page in.
Yeah. Okay, so he is going to, very first thing he's going to do is bonus action breathe a cloud of gas that fits a 15-foot radius here. So he just encompasses technically both Hack and you and Pizor. Pizor is the only one getting affected since he's the only one that has to breathe. It's a Constitution saving throw, and it's looking good so far for a total of... sorry, math was really hard right there. 13, and the DC is 12. So
Nice.
he just succeeds, takes half damage, which is 3d6. Or sorry, 5d6 for the breath one. Ooh, not looking good for him because that's a lot of damage right there. 7, 12. Why?
Why?
15, 20.
Why?
20 points of poison damage, getting
Why?
halved to 10. And that is his bonus action. And then he's going to action, take both of his attacks into you. The very first attack is a large, staggering swipe with his scimitar for an 11 total. And then the second one is a desperate swipe with an 18.
Just misses.
Oh, is your AC 19?
Yeah, because that +1 I got from that last.
Dang it. Okay. So yeah, the desperate swipes. He's definitely in very rough shape and kind of staggering around and just unleashing everything that he can in this final stand and making no impact. The green one is going to try to push itself off of Hack and take a few stripes on him for no matter who I'm attacking. That's going to suck with a 13 total and another natural one. So that's 3 natural ones on that dice tonight. I love it.
Me too, to be honest. Big fan.
Yeah. The Surans are proving way outclassed in this fight at the current moment, as they're trying to hack and slash and really only hurting Pizor with poison damage, no less. Ending its turn, top of the round to you, Karson.
With Green Flame Blade, do you do your weapons damage and the additional damage?
Yes, so it's the full weapon attack plus the Green Flame Blade attack. But it's your action, so it does consume both attacks.
But I do have Mystic Frenzy.
Yeah.
So in this instance, this is really kind of cool because it shows up here at the top. It says 2d8 fire damage, and on the bottom to the second target it says 2d8 plus 3 is when the flame jumps.
Yes.
So, but plus my normal weapon damage.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
Mystic Frenzy, is that a bonus action to cast
no,
a spell?
it's a subclass. So Mystic Frenzy allows me, if I use my action to cast a spell, a cantrip specifically, then I can use my bonus action to make a melee attack.
So you still get your 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I still get 2 attacks.
Yeah.
So like in this instance, it's kind of cool. It just adds a lot more potential damage.
It does.
So for the first time, I think that my ice kind of like cracks, like this green starts to like break through the ice ahead, and as it kind of like erupts with this like greenish flame, like bluish flame, very much like what I think of it, the flame would look like would be when they do Child by Flue powder in Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
When it like sparks up, it's kind of like that color. It's like erupting this greenish blue, as you can feel the sizzle to the ice sound. And so I just go rear up, and then I'm going to go for an attack.
Sweet.
On that.
Against the big guy, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay,
Continue the play there.
Tell me.
Natural 1.
Oh, no.
Oh,
I was
gosh.
really hoping for the natural 20.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
The natural 20 was going to be great there, but the natural one's even better.
I have to hit in order for it to jump, correct?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. So as he swings across the fire, the fire almost like leaps off of it as I throw it, and so like it just misses and like piles into this back wall experience. As you see like this burst of green flame, and then I go, well, crap, and I reload back again as it re-cracks into the ice as I swing back with my bonus action.
Okay.
Just a normal attack here then. It's a 2. Oh gosh.
It's really hard to predict this large creature's
I'm so
stumbles
upset.
as it's
I'm so
hardly
upset.
holding on, and it takes like a step forward, so you anticipate it. You give your full might swing, trying to end it in one fell swoop, and he staggers back at the same time. He's basically like a drunken stagger where it's like everywhere in between, and it looks like he's dodging, but really he's just barely holding on in a tipsy sway that he has. Both of your attacks miss.
Yeah.
Incredibly embarrassing.
Yeah.
Pizor rushes up and he says, "It looks like you need some help." And
Please.
he's going to cast a first level guiding bolt with disadvantage, unfortunately. That is a 16, which is going to miss, and so no need to carry on further. That one would have hit, but a 16 is going to miss as it goes wide right. And Pizor's like, "What the heck is wrong with this thing?" And then, are you still full on health? Or
Yeah, I'm pretty decent. I'm down
Okay.
like 10 or 15 is all.
Okay, perfect. Then he will not do anything at the current moment. Then bonus action, he's going to send the spiritual weapon out forward, attacking with disadvantage. That's also going to miss with a 6 on the dice for a total of 15. So all attacks missing against this guy that is just somehow managing to barely hold on. That brings us to Hack's turn, facing down the green one.
Okay, he'll smack this guy down. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Dirty 20, that is going to hit.
10 points of damage on
10
the first
points
attack.
of damage. No need to make a second attack.
Okay.
As he finally something hits, he cleaves straight into this creature and cuts it clean into, ending that Saran.
He'll work his way around then.
Yep.
And hit big guy.
Yep.
25 to hit.
25 is going to hit.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Dude is barely hanging on
Okay.
as he's rushing away. Because that is his turn, and what he's going to do is try to clamber away. So
Hack uses
opportunity
Sentinel.
attacks. Does he have Sentinel? Ah, dang it! Why did I let you do that?
Natural 19. He crits on a 19.
Yep. Okay.
That's insane that I rolled a 19 though. 19 points of damage.
It's 19 points of damage is going to do it.
What an MVP. Hack is absolutely the most. I don't know how the dice know, but they know.
They do. It's every single time he gets into combat.
Every time.
He
All the
saves
other
it,
bots, I don't roll well, but then my hack
Yeah.
comes in and he just Mr. Consistent P.
Yeah.
Like 90% hit rate. Like
100%.
yeah, it's crazy.
Explain to me how he does this.
As he goes to clamber away, Hack like runs up the back of his body and then goes up behind him and then just like into the back of his base of his neck, just drives the battle axe, takes the back of his hand and pushes it in and like rides him down, rolls off of him, slides
Heck
up, and he
yes.
looks at me, goes blink blink,
Excellent.
pulls the battle axe out of the back of his head.
And that is going to completely finish him off as he's trying to clamber away. A faint yell at the top of his lungs just starts to screech out, and then it just cuts right at the end as Hack's blade cuts into his windpipe. A small gas starts to seep out of him like a popped balloon, where it's just out of the hole. Immediately, Pizor starts to just back away at this point, putting a lot of distance between him and this growing gas cloud that is starting to encompass about like a 30-foot total sphere in the current
Yikes.
here.
Okay.
And it's slowly dissipating as it gets to that further
Right.
30-foot radius, or not 30-foot radius, 30-foot sphere. But as it dissipates out, it doesn't fill the entire room there. Eventually, it completely leaks out, and the three of you are standing in this larger chamber. Where to?
I mean, ultimately, we are probably trying to see if we can find a way to go up further. I mean,
Okay.
like if there's one way that looks like it goes higher or not, but yeah.
Okay, perfect. As you're glancing around, you see this first one. Obviously, that was your way down.
Correct.
These two are down. Both of these two are up.
We'll go right. Go
Going to
right
the right.
before, we'll go right again.
Okay, excellent. Sticking with the theme and going to the right is where you head, and that is also where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Awesome.
As you are deep in the hive of the Saran Wasp controller ship, hive ship, whatever you want to call it, you are eventually going to find your way there.
Yeah.
But for the current moment, you are deep within there.
Who
And
knows?
that is where we're going to pick up next time on episode 63 of Commander's Log. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Be sure that you get down in that description, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, smash every other single button except for the dislike button. Smash the keyboard with your forehead as you leave a comment. It doesn't even have to make sense. As long as it's ASDF, that's good enough for us. We'll reply.
True, facts.
But whatever you do, Be sure to follow us on the other socials: Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, here on YouTube. Hit the bell notification. And then while you're down there, check out our Patreon. It's there, it's available, it's for you with extra content from us. So, thank you guys so much for joining us here, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, folks.